Hi, welcome to your strategy room. I named this video The Mechanics of Strategy because before I can go into the definition of strategy, I have to lay out a couple of fundamental principles of strategy. The first one is its feature relationship, and the second is our desire to know where we want to get to and how we want to get there. A third is the solutional aspect of strategy. And the fourth and the most important one is its relationship with our fight against entropy. We oftentimes think that strategy is just an ordinary concept, or in some communities, it may even be thought as something BS or not important, where the operations are so much more important. I get the point. The reality is we're dealing with the future, and future is full of uncertainties, surprises, and unexpected events, and more importantly, it is full of risks. Strategy, with its future arm to it, it helps us set the goals and some of the outcomes that we want to achieve as an organization, and it makes us think about how we're going to get there. And the key point here is how we get there is going to be allow us to get engaged in the strategy formulation process, and the feature is going to be a lot more digestible, a lot more manageable with this element of strategy. Second important point in the mechanics of strategy is built into our own brains. So in other words, as human beings, we want to know where we're going to go and how we're going to get there. So, for example, if I take any random one of you and put it in a car in the passenger seat and start driving, you guys are going to ask me, where are we headed? Where are we headed? Until you know where we're headed and how we're going to get there. So, this built in feature is what's driving us to come up with a solution anytime we think about a future outcome or a goal. And that leads us to why we need a strategy in the first place. The third variable in the mechanics of strategy is its nature of being a solution that we want to bring about an outcome in the future. So in other words, once we put an intent in place, the next thing we naturally start doing is to think about how we get there. Well, that how we get there is requires us to generate a population of solutions. So sometimes we don't know which one is the best one, but we try to come up with a solution that seems to be the most feasible one at the given time. So the strategy's solution aspect is another very important variable that's going to lead us to set the definition of strategy. The fourth and the most important variable in the mechanics of strategy is its relationship with our fight against entropy. I know many of you have never heard that concept before, but I'm going to explain that our fight against entropy in my next video before I can set up the definition of the strategy. You can either subscribe to my channel or follow my more videos and join my YouTube community and start and contribute to the discussion. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.